Imagine standing at the top of a quiet hill at dawn. The sky glows with soft shades of pink and orange. A gentle breeze whispers through the grass. In that stillness, you feel profoundly alive. You realize something simple yet life-changing. Happiness is not a faraway destination, it is the art of living. A balance of choices, perspectives, and habits. The Stoics remind us that each morning is a gift. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. To live fully, we must embrace timeless truths, guides that illumine the path to peace, resilience, and joy." Let us explore these 13 truths for a happier life. 1. Care for body and mind. Your body is the vessel that carries you through life. Your mind is the captain that guides it. If either is weak, the journey becomes fragile. The Stoics believed that physical strength was not vanity, it was preparation for endurance. How can one stand tall in the face of hardship if the body collapses? Caring for yourself doesn't mean luxury. It means small acts of respect. A morning stretch that awakens your spirit, a nourishing meal that honors life's gift, a walk under the open sky that clears your thoughts. Likewise, the mind craves nourishment, moments of silence, reflection, and optimism. Think of the body and mind as twin instruments. When tuned, they create harmony. When neglected, they fall into chaos. To nurture both is to prepare yourself for the storms of existence. 2. Learn to be happy alone. Many fear solitude, mistaking it for loneliness. Yet solitude is not emptiness. It is the soil where authenticity grows. Imagine sitting by a window on a rainy evening. No phone buzzing, no noise of the crowd, only you and your thoughts. At first, silence feels overwhelming, but slowly, clarity emerges. You begin to hear the whisper of your own soul. To be happy alone is to be your own companion. It is to stand without leaning, to love without clinging. In solitude, you discover that you are whole already. And when you bring that wholeness into relationships, you give not a fragment, but your entire self. Seneca wrote, "The greatest man is he who is content with being alone." Solitude is not a prison, it is a sanctuary. 3. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. Picture a sailor in the midst of a storm. The waves tower, the wind howls, and the horizon vanishes. He cannot command the sea, but he can adjust his sails. This is the art of control. Epictetus taught, "Some things are up to us, some things are not." To waste energy on the uncontrollable is to suffer needlessly. Focus on your choices, your actions, your mindset. That is where your freedom lies. Acceptance is not surrender, it is wisdom. To let go of the impossible is to conserve strength for what you can change. Like the sailor, peace comes not from stopping the storm, but from learning how to sail through it. 4. Detach from outcomes. We often tether our happiness to results, a promotion, approval, achievement. Yet outcomes lie beyond our control, and when they fail, we collapse. Imagine a gardener. He waters, prunes, and tends his plants with care, but he cannot force them to bloom. His joy lies not only in the harvest, but in the daily act of nurturing. The Stoics remind us, measure success not by what you achieve, but by the integrity of your effort. Did you act with courage, with honesty, with patience? If yes, then you have already succeeded. Detach from outcomes. Tend to the process. Freedom lies in effort, not expectation. 5. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is the lens that reveals life's hidden beauty. Without it, we see only lack. With it, The smallest details glow. A cup of warm tea on a cold morning, the laughter of a loved one, the golden light of sunset. These are not trivial, they are treasures. The Stoics practiced negative visualization, imagining the absence of what they cherished to deepen appreciation for its presence. When you realize nothing is guaranteed, not your breath, not the sunrise, you begin to treat everything as a gift. Gratitude transforms ordinary days into extraordinary ones. It softens hardship, grounds the spirit, and teaches you that happiness is already here. 6. Live by your values. What guides you? The applause of others or the compass of your principles? To live chasing approval is to wander aimlessly, but to live by values is to walk with purpose. Imagine being in a dark forest without a compass. You drift, uncertain. But with a compass, every step has direction. Your values are that compass. Honesty, kindness, courage, justice. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Living this way may not bring easy rewards, but it brings integrity. And integrity brings peace. Values are the foundation of a life you can respect. Follow them, and happiness follows too. 7. Embrace discomfort. Comfort weakens. Discomfort strengthens. Picture a blacksmith forging a sword. The raw metal must endure fire and hammer to become sharp and strong. Without trial, it remains dull. Life does the same to us. Challenges, failures, pain. They are the fire and hammer that shape resilience. To avoid discomfort is to avoid growth. Like a seed that refuses to push through soil, we would never reach the light. The Stoics did not fear hardship, they welcomed it as training for the soul. In discomfort, transformation begins. 8. Redefine success. The world tells us success is wealth, fame, and status. Yet how many who achieve these feel empty still? True success, the Stoics taught, lies in living with virtue, in gratitude, in love, in integrity. Imagine two men, one praised by crowds but restless in spirit, another unknown but honest, kind, and at peace. Who is truly successful? Marcus Aurelius warned, "Do not waste the rest of your life chasing the approval of others." Redefine success as living authentically, loving deeply, and leaving kindness in your wake. 9. Practice presence. The past cannot be changed. The future is uncertain. Only the present exists. When you eat, truly taste. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. When you listen, listen with your heart. Each moment is a pearl. Together, they form the necklace of your life. Presence does not eliminate pain, but it allows you to face it fully. And in embracing each moment, whether joyful or difficult, you awaken to the richness of being alive. 11. Seek knowledge and growth. A curious mind is alive. A stagnant one is already half dead. Seneca said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Every experience is a teacher. Joy, sorrow, success, failure.